What do you do when you find yourself in a scenario where your values and virtue has been lost? The things that you deemed as sacred, things that you esteemed, have been compromised. The truth of the matter is that Jesus himself found himself in a scenario just like this. See, in John the 8th chapter, verses 1 through 11, we see this type of scenario. See, in the second verse of the 8th chapter, Jesus at dawn appeared again in the temple courts, where all the people were gathered around him, and he sat them down, and he was prepared to teach them, just like this. And then all of a sudden, the teachers of the law came because they caught a woman in adultery. They literally caught her in the act of adultery. The covenant of marriage gives you certain rights and privileges that prevent certain things from happening to you. That's why it's important to exercise your sexual liberties and freedom within the context of the marriage bed, because it gives you rights and protections and coverings. But when you are not in a marriage bed relationship, it exposes you and puts you in a vulnerable place, and it puts you in a place where things attached to your life that's not supposed to be attached to your life. And every time you get in the bed with somebody else that's not attached to your life, and you get up from them and you get in the bed again, every single time you do it, you bring something else with you to the bed that doesn't belong in your bed. And we don't realize it at that moment because we're just having fun. But every person that you sleep with, you leave a piece of yourself with them. Every person that you sleep with, you leave a piece of yourself with them. And many of us that are sitting here right now got our pieces scattered all over the place, and we trying to pull ourselves together. But Joe got a piece, Denise got a piece, Susie got a piece, Jimmy got a piece. Everybody got a piece of you, and the pieces of you are broken, and now it's time to be in the marriage bed, but you got all this stuff inside of your bed. They brought that woman and threw her down before Jesus, like, look at her, like they was squeaky clean. The Pharisees, the church people, the laws, the people, the Sadducees, the teachers of the law, they said, look, let's see what you're going to do with this one, Jesus. And Jesus, I love him because he started drawing on the ground. Everybody that brought her to me. You, let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her. All of a sudden, he started hearing stones drop all over the place. He started hearing stones drop all over the place. I love it because when he started hearing them stones drop all over the place, that was the reality that he brought people into their own self-conscious reality. See, because until you're willing to confront what you're in, you will never change what you're in. If you will not change what you are unwilling to confront, until, no matter how ugly it is, until you confront it, until you look at it, you can't be free from it. Until you unpack it, you can't be delivered from it. Until you face it, you can't even handle it. You can't walk with the boldness that's necessary while you're trying to evade your mess. You gotta look your mess in the face and say, mess, you try to mess me up, but the blood of Jesus against you, I will not become a slave to the mess that I used to be in. What I'm willing to confront, I'm willing to change. Sometimes God will yank you out of your mess and expose your foolishness because you stuck on stupid, settling for less than what you deserve. So God had to let her break your heart. God had to let him break your heart. God had to let you give up so he can drag you out and say, I'm tired of you settling for less than you are. I got more for you, and I need to get you out here in the open so I can deal with you. I wish I had an honest person that can lift your hands and say, God, deal with me. Thank you, God, for not letting me stay in my mess. Thank you, God, for dragging me out. Thank you for drawing me out. Thank you for pulling me out. I'm trying to get out, but I can't. If you could get out that easy on your own power, you'd have been out already. You need a power that's greater than the power that you got, and you got to be willing to say, God, I don't have the power. Take some power and let it be over me and get me out of my own way. When you think that the wages of your sin is death, and death was due you, but he let you off from death and gave you life, that'll give you a praise. That'll give you a praise that you don't got it. It can't hold you. Oh God, it can't hold you. See, the thing about it, he said, no condemnation. I don't condemn you, but I correct you. Look at your neighbor and tell him, I don't condemn you, but you gotta be corrected. No condemnation is not a license to sin. No condemnation is not a license to keep doing what you was doing. No condemnation says, I got off, now I better change. How many of you honest up in here been scared straight? Y'all ain't helping me up in here. You know you should have went to jail, and when you got out, you was like, whoo, I ain't doing that no more. I wish I had a barely made it praise up in here. I wish I had I know